CPI came in exactly as expected at 3.6%. And that was also the actual forecast that we got. Bitcoin is breaking out exactly for that reason right now. And I'm going to show you the next levels that we need to watch, because a lot of things are happening here right now. And maybe I will also give you a couple of altcoins. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell that you will never miss out on these really breaking videos here once I put them out. And now let's directly get into today's content here. So as I just mentioned, CPI was forecasted at 3.6%, previously was 3.8%. And now the actual numbers was also 3.6%. Usually when we get the forecasted number or below, the market is running. Sometimes we had the case where the market was not running at all, but here in this case, because Bitcoin was in a massive downtrend, it was a positive event that now triggered a huge jump in the Bitcoin price. And we're going into the charts here in a moment. So I was really looking forward to that. I can tell you one of my trades is already closed. I tried to move the take profit point, but the price went too fast, so it hit it and it trade is closed. It's fine. I made money. I'm not complaining, so on my BYBIT trade. But yeah, I would have actually loved to push it, the take profit point a little bit higher in that case. So now when we're going actually in the Bitcoin chart, I want to show you here once again on the weekly, the Bitcoin price is trying right now to break above this downward sloping downwards trend line that is trapping us here 6 weeks, almost 7 weeks now. If we can close this weekly candle as it is, then we broke the downwards trend, get a confirmation, and next week will be a massive acceleration be happening to the upside. On this weekly chart, I found something that is really interesting that I really needed to show you guys. And this is the historical volatility index. Historical volatility index, we can see here clearly that the levels of volatility right now have not been seen since here in 2019, in March 2019. So we are at such low volatility level that, of course, at some point the volatility is coming back into the market and up or down, so we are going to move here. But with everything that we are seeing in the chart, the direction was clear. The question was only, when is it going to happen? And it looks like that CPI started to trigger the return of the volatility in the market. And of course, we are going here to the upside. Again, here on the weekly chart, the stochastic was forecasting for quite a while now that we are getting here a buy signal. We got now the crossing, but again, we need the weekly close to confirm it. And once that is confirmed, you will see continuation, like I just mentioned, to the upside here. Also here on the volatility index, I expect next week that we are bouncing off here the 22.2% level back to the upside. And when this is going to happen, you are going to see the price also rallying here to the upside. On the Coinbase Premium, we are also seeing here right now that the Bitcoin price is breaking above the Coinbase Premium. Here, I also would like to see a daily close above the yellow line here. And once we are getting this, that will be also another indication that Bitcoin is ready to move here back to like $66,000, $67,000. There is the next major resistance. And why is that? So if I draw here a line now from hand, see here, that is the area that Bitcoin needs to reclaim to attack $70,000. So once we are above that level, kind of certain that we are going to at least retest the $70,000 level. For today, I would like to see that Bitcoin is able to close above 64,000, just because here is another resistance area. And when we are closing above that, the directional move should be then followed to the $67,000 level. We are also seeing here some volume coming in today on this daily chart, but nothing out of the ordinary yet. Here, again, we need more bits coming into the market to break this downwards trend here on the volume indicator. Once that is happening, I believe also that this will be a positive event for Bitcoin, where we see a massive rally to the upside. It might only be happening once we are breaking out of the bull flag that we are forming here now for quite a while. So also here you see that the downward sloping resistance of that flag is in alignment with more or less the $67,000 level here right now. So if we would break out in the next couple of days, it would be around the $67,000 level. And I believe at that point, we are going to see the spike in the volume that we are waiting for. Also here for today, I would only like to see that we are closing above the 100 moving average. Yesterday, we got again a rejection. So for today, the best case scenario is that we are holding the price levels that we are in right now, and seeing then continuation tomorrow here in direction to the mid-range of $66,000. On the lower time frames here on the 4-hourly chart, I have drawn in here another downward sloping resistance line that was now broken. That was the precursor sign that we are potentially, and that's why I started paying attention to my trades. Well, as you can see here, we moved to $64,200 and $63,500 was my take profit point, and it went so fast to the upside that I was not able to push it to like 64 to 100, something like that. But again, like I said, I'm fine, you know, I made money. What I'm looking for here on the 4-hourly chart is a close above that red resistance area. Also, once we are turning this into support, you can already clearly see that here the next bigger resistance level is the $67,000 level, as I have just shown you on the daily chart. The best case scenario for us on the 4-hourly would be if we are closing here in 3 hours, the candle somewhere between $63,400 and $64,000. See one continuation candle to the upside to get us above that resistance block here, so closer to 65. Then seeing most likely a small correction back to like $65,000 in that kind of range, some consolidation for a day or two, you know, and then the next leg to the upside. You should also be aware of that here is a massive W pattern that's breaking here to the upside right now. If you are measuring target for it, and you see here, this is also around the $66,200 level. You could technically enter this right now. If you want to play it really, really safe, then you wait for the 4-hourly candle to close above $63,300. Once we are closing above that, that would be a good entry point, and your stop loss should be here $62,300. So don't over leverage yourself on a trade like that. So because here, 66,200, and then the stop loss kind of like, yeah, you see. So if you put your stop loss here at $62,300 approximately, that is a 3.1 to 1 risk to reward ratio. You have here almost 5% to the upside, 4.61% against the 1.5% stop loss. So that is something I would trade potentially with like 20-25x. So you make anything between 92 and over 100% if we are reaching the technical target against a 30 to 37% of a stop loss. You know, so it's all about statistics. The more you are getting certain trades right, of course, the more you win. You know, so but it is normal in that game that we are sometimes also losing some along the way, you know. So but as long as you have always a good risk to reward ratio, in the long run you should be able to make profits here. When we're looking in at liquidation levels, here was something that I wanted to show you, but it actually happened now already. Remember when I said yesterday that when we are breaking above $63,000, we are going to see a nice short squeeze. So the short squeeze already happened because it was like with lightning speed that we pushed here to the upside. We have also broken this downward sloping trend here that held us down basically at the beginning of the current hour. And then we saw follow through with CPI here into these levels. I'm pretty sure once we're getting above $64,500 that we are going to trigger here another short squeeze from this void that we are seeing into $65,700, $800. We are most likely only going to touch it, getting rejected from there because there are some big sell orders stacked, and then we see some consolidation here in that range on the liquidation levels from $64,600 to $65,700. 700. But again, that is absolutely fine for the time being for me, before we get in the continuation move, $67,000. And you see here's also a lot of liquidity still stacked here on the short side that can be taken out. Of course, we have now again some over leveraged long positions, but the price moved already so far away that it is quite unlikely that we are going right now back to like $60,000. So I believe that this was the ignition to trigger the move now in direction of $70,000. And I believe that everything down below here, lower than $60,000, these long positions, I believe they will not be wiped out in a really, really long time unless we get some sort of a black swan event. When we're going then to the liquidation heat map, here I need to refresh now because the level moved. The $63,500 level is the level that we were watching yesterday, where I told you touch this level and we are going to see a spike because we are triggering a short liquidation. That is and a short squeeze. That is exactly what happened here. Now we are going to see the next one when we are getting here above this area here. There's also around $500 million worth of short liquidations stacked up here, and that will trigger a short squeeze all the way up to $65,600. Again, around this level, expect some resistance. If we would directly move through this, that will then result in a massive cascade of short liquidations and could bring us straight to $67,000. But again, I expect there definitely some resistance and a rejection for the Bitcoin price. Hence why I have some of my take profit levels over there. So now let's move here into my trade spreadsheet. So as you can see here, the BYBIT trade take profit point, that's the one that I did not move. That one was profitable. The total gains, I actually have to look. I have no idea. We're gonna do that here in a moment. So this trade was there for since the last 3 days. So at any given point where we got close to the entry, you could have taken this trade. You had more than enough opportunity. So and now you see that was actually one that we won. The ton one, technically you should have been stopped out. So that would have been also profitable, but I'm taking profit at $8, so I just leave it there. And now let me go here into BYBIT. Here on the BYBIT trade, you see that is gone. So how much did we make on this? 118.71%. So that is a nice gain for one trade. So here the first trade since I made the spreadsheet that actually hit the take profit point here on BLOFIN. We got close, and here I'm basically waiting. So, but technically all these trades they're right now profitable. Guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere with me together, go for example to BLOFIN. You still get a ROLEX watch and $7,500 in deposit bonuses and 10% of cashback on your deposit. If you want to trade on BYBIT, like most of my trades are happening on BYBIT, also there you still get $30,000 up in bonuses. And if you just want to copy trade me or trade without any KYC, then go to Margex and FAIRDESK. On FAIRDESK, you still get the highest bonus in the industry of $120,000 for copy trading. And for everybody in the UK and the US, use BYBIT or Phemex. All these links are in the pinned comment below under my video and in the description of all my videos. So go and check that out. And if you're looking for the spreadsheet is down here, YouTube Trade Calls. That is where you find the spreadsheet. I maybe rename it YouTube Trade Call Spreadsheet. So I'm gonna rename that after today's video. So here on BLOFIN, you see this trade is moving here really, really well right now, almost 53% of a profit. I caught this quite good at $60,981. So I let this run. I will not adjust my stop loss or anything. This is something that I let it run. And here you can see my take profit point as in the spreadsheet, $64,500. Oh, and one of my other trades also just hit that I did not put on YouTube, but this one also I just won, which is amazing. Here on BYBIT, as you just saw, so that is the trade that was closed. I made here $2,330 approximately, so I'm definitely happy with that result. Was a good day today for trading. And now when we are going to see my Margex trade, also $800 in a profit. I wanted to go here to the total market cap real quick. The total market cap is total market cap, no cap, total market cap is also seeing a bounce right now here back to the upside. Best case scenario is we come back up above $2.3 trillion this week, close there, move here higher to the $2.53 trillion level. And finally, get out of this boredom that we saw now in the market. But we have definitely some fun here right now. Let me actually know in the comments if you would like to see a live trading session where I take trades with you together live. We're actually doing something like this every Sunday on Discord already with somebody out of my team and me. We're doing that together, but you need a BYBIT account to be able to join the Discord. BYBIT account needs to be signed up under my link, and you need to have $250 in the account to join the Discord. So, but if you match these criterias, you create a BYBIT account with my BYBIT link, have at least $250 in there, then you can join the Discord through the verification bot, and then you can be part of the live streams that we do every Sunday. Here on the USDT dominance, we are seeing here finally the so anticipated rejection from the 5% level. So now if we get some follow through, the next target would be 4.72, and that will of course lead to a nice rally in altcoins and also partially in Bitcoin to the upside, and that is exactly what we want to see here. A reminder, once we are breaking here the 4.74% level, Bitcoin should be close or at $67,000. The closer we get to the 4.74 level, the higher the Bitcoin price will be at this time. Ethereum also got a nice pump here back to the upside on this 4-hourly chart, but I'm not really happy with what I'm seeing here, even though we have a bullish divergence finally here on Ethereum, more or less, a small one. So from here, yes. So we have here bullish divergence that is starting to play out right now. I believe that the end of it could be around the $3,040 level. Again, this resistance area here, most likely that's where the bullish divergence will be completed. If we start to consolidate above that level between the point of control and the underlying $3,040 level, I will say I will be satisfied for the time being with that. But of course, the main area to break here is $3,260. Only when we break that level, we are starting to move here back in direction of here $3,500 and $3,700 all the way up here. And once we are breaking these levels, we are really quickly going to $4,000 and above. On the Solana chart, so we could observe now a confirmed break above our entry point. So this is now the moment where you would start looking at entering this trade, so, but again, wait for the candle close, at least a 1-hourly candle close above that level, if my chart is giving it to me. So yeah, so here in 5 minutes, you will get your confirmation to enter this trade. Don't enter this beforehand. So of course, I'm in that trade already, but my stop loss is also a different one than yours. Again, this is for transparency, just to show you how profitable we are on the channel and put this on the spreadsheet. But here in the next, less than 4 minutes, that would be your potential entry signal. I just want to see in which direction you're most likely going. Could see some continuation. Yeah, so we should see some continuation in direction of like $155 over the next 2 hours. For Solana, again, as long as nothing crazy is happening, some news event, shifting the markets again, we should be fine here with a move to the upside. Also here on the daily, I see here a potential buy signal right now on the stochastic. The RSI is pointing to the upside. We're above our second buy zone. So as long as we are maintaining the level that we are trading in right now and staying above $147, we should also get here some nice continuation to the upside. The next one that I want to talk about is TON, the Telegram coin. Remember, guys, I told you, usually you should have already been now stopped out here in that area if you would have traded as I told you. So, but of course, I'm not always doing what I tell you guys, so because you are not so experienced as I am in the markets. So no offense, you know, so no offense, guys. Some of you might be, but I have my own style of trading. I just want to make sure that you guys make money here. And that's why I'm a little bit more conservative with my approach when it comes to trades that I give to you and trades that I take for myself. You know, so not saying that I'm not taking always the trades that I'm giving to you, but from time to time I just trade them a little bit different. Like this one here, where I did not take any profit for the time being, and just wait that this pumps to $8. Also here right now, if this 4-hourly candle is closing the way that it's that we are seeing it right now, then we get here also a bounce of the signal line from the RSI, which will give us a continuation to the upside, especially also with losing momentum on the sell side that we can see on the MACD. Here, the final signal will be also a buy signal, but once we are getting this, when the blue line crosses over the red one, I believe that we will be somewhere around $7.10, $7.17-ish. So we will be back in our second take profit area here for ton once that is happening. Also here, let me see. Yeah, no. So here's no bullish divergence on ton, but it's also, look at this, you know. So for the last 20 hours, we are basically just going sideways here. But now with that move to the upside in Bitcoin and the overall market sentiment, this can break out really quickly, even above $7.70 over the next couple hours. So that's why I'm still holding this specific trade here. Also, Fetch finally broke out of the falling wedge. We were waiting for that. Now a reclaim of the $2.17 level is really, really important. Once we're breaking above that level and get a candle close on the 1-hourly and 4-hourly chart, we should see follow through and the break of this downward sloping trend line that is also holding us down for quite a while here already. Just a reminder, the target of the falling wedge is $2.53, but I believe once we are clearing that level, that we are moving higher, and I want to show you why. The reason why is that we have a lot of resistance here. So look here, bounce, bounce, always confirming support. Also here, then we broke that support. Here, multiple retests, and we failed and confirmed resistance. Here, also confirmed resistance, and since then we have not touched it. You know, so but again, the more often we test the level, the weaker it gets, and at some point it's going to break. So once we are getting now back to $2.53 over the next, let's say, 7 to 10 days, I expect that Fetch will actually break through this. And then we are moving to the next level just above us at $2.80. And that's where I'm taking my profit. So I'm still holding on to my Fetch trade. We got really close to getting stopped out here, but we didn't, luckily. So we placed our stop loss in the right place. And now we are almost back at entry. And yeah, there's not much more to say for the time being, guys. I hope you caught some of the trades that I have given you, because we are making here really good money right now. And don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.